Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be drawing Tiffany Valentine from the Chucky series in my style. If you'd like to see a better quality picture of the final artwork that I'm making today, be sure to check out my Instagram or Twitter, which is down in the description. And also in the description, you can find a list of all the art supplies that I used in today's video. With all that out of the way, let's get into the video. I want to start off this video by addressing the elephant in this room. I did accidentally start off this year with a huge hiatus, and I want to apologize for that because that was not my intention. I can say for sure I wasn't art blocked, but at the same time, I was kind of blocked when it came to the creative process of making YouTube videos or making arts in which I had to prepare myself to draw for a camera. And again, my art style has changed so much over the year, and eventually you'll see in this video I've learned a whole new painting style, and I just haven't been ready for making YouTube videos. And I did recently look up, it was January 13th, which was the last time I've posted to this channel, and I think the reason why it took me so long to post this video or to post anything in between is because I wanted to do my yearly drawing video that I do, but I never got to it. I still have the sketch in my computer for what I want to do, and I think I'm still gonna do it. It's just gonna come out later this year. But yeah, I think because of that video, I just went into this long hiatus, and of course along with school, as I usually say by this time of the year, it's just been forever since I've been able to sit down and record videos like this, especially voiceovers, because I've had the videos on my computer. I have plenty of videos that I could have uploaded in the time. It's just that I didn't have time to do voiceovers, and also I didn't feel like I wanted to do voiceovers anymore. So yeah, that's kind of the only reason why I haven't been making videos as often as I usually do. I don't want to say that it's not going to happen again, because I'm back in the school year and everything always hectic during this time, so there might be another long hiatus, but hopefully not for the month of October, because I'm kind of hoping to do a little mini series with all the characters I'm drawing, and I'll explain that later in this video. If you like to avoid hiatus like this or to see what work I'm working on, I would advise following my TikTok, because I always end up posting videos there at least once a week, and I have been pretty consistent with posting there during this hiatus. And also you'll be able to see all types of projects I'm working on, from school artwork to personal artwork to just random doodles I end up doing because an audio is trending. Now that I'm done addressing the elephant in the room, I can finally start talking about the art process I use for this video. So as you saw at the beginning of this video, I start off my drawing process, at least digitally, with about 3 thumbnail sketches. Then I enlarge into one that has the best lean or the best line of action within it. And then I refine that sketch with about 3 different other sketches. And as you can see, I use about 3 different colors just to describe each little part of the dress or the hands. And eventually I did go back to change little parts, because it's almost never 100% perfect in the sketch stage, but it's kind of just putting down a rough idea onto the paper. Next, I block in all the colors, especially the background, so the sketch doesn't look as harsh on the paper, and it's actually more readable for me and causes less strain on my eye. And also I block in the colors for the character. These colors are usually not final, and also they're very much not the colors that you end up using by the end, but it's just something to get the idea across. I'm gonna mess around with the background of this painting a lot, because I just couldn't figure out what was the best color to use to make all of the colors of the front of the piece pop out. So yeah, even now I'm not really okay with the background, but it matches and actually connects with the piece, so I've had my piece with it at this point. Now, as you can see me finishing up the eye, I'm actually starting to paint the piece, which funny enough was something I did not know I could do until I actually started drawing on for this piece. Of course, I practiced maybe once or twice, and my old quote-unquote digital art paintings were really bad, and I don't like them anymore. But one day I was watching some videos of some artists that I like, and all of a sudden it just clicked in my head, oh, this is how you paint digitally. It's literally just starting with your darkest color you're gonna use and building up from that, kind of like you would in a traditional sense. But I guess because I'm using a computer and just drawing on a screen, it just didn't click until now. And actually, I think digital painting is easy, but at the same time, for me to make these videos, they do take me a lot longer than my usual drawing videos, and especially the older ones I posted. I did end up looking at the time it took for me to make this piece, and it turns out to be like a little over 9 hours. So I had fun painting with this, and I like my style now, but at the same time, it does take a little bit too much of my time to do. The whole time while I was painting this piece, I did make sure to have a reference of the doll on the side of my screen. And speaking about that, I did have to look up a replica of the doll instead of the actual doll because Google and YouTube just couldn't give me like good references of the doll without putting her in like those dark lit rooms where you could barely see any of the details. So I think the replica I used was the most accurate based off the comments of some people who wanted to buy the doll. So I also thought about going to like a Spencer's and just buying the doll for myself, but I don't like the dark energy that those dolls already have, and I did not want to bring that into my own house. So replica for the win. Along with the idea of me having to look up a replica doll, the Tiffany Valentine design is very much inconsistent with all the movies. But her hair is different. Some movies she's actually blonde, other times it's like a dyed blonde. Sometimes her jacket looks weird. Other movies she has like a slit in her dress, other times she doesn't. Some of them she has like fishnet stockings or it's like leggings underneath. It's very inconsistent design, and in the end I just decided I'm just gonna put all my little favorite pieces together, and I like my outcome. It's kind of like having my own little Tiffany Valentine doll to, I guess, carry around with me. But at the same time, I just wish the movie just picked the design so it could be clear that, hey, this is Tiffany Valentine, not like me just drawing a random person in a wedding dress. Going on with the Tiffany Valentine and consistency rant that I'm having right here. I also want to talk about the Chucky series that's coming up. I do hope her character shows up in it, at least like either Jennifer Tilly or the doll itself. I'm very excited for the series, one because it comes out on my birthday, and I'm obviously a really big fan of Chucky since I've seen the movies over and over and over. And to go along with my favorite movies, of course, is Bride of Chucky, hence why I'm drawing Jennifer Tilly in her doll body, not a Chucky body. And yeah, very excited for the series, and I cannot wait to see what actually happens with it. I saw the trailer, and I'm very intrigued, not sure what's happening, but I do hope the old characters pop up. Oh, I'm also very excited that, very happy, not excited. I'm happy that Brad Dourif is the one who's doing the voice for it, because Mark Hamill in the 2019 version of the Chucky series, I mean, I like the movie, I just couldn't get along with his voice acting for this movie, and he's a pretty good voice actor. I do like his voice as Joker in like one of the older Batman cartoons, but at the same time, I just couldn't see him as a Chucky killer, you know? So yeah, I'm very excited for the new series that's coming out, and I'll probably be binging it all in one day as soon as like all the episodes come out. Okay, enough about the dolls and everything else. Let's get back to me talking about my painting process. So usually for my YouTube videos, I start off all my drawings the same way. I start by coloring in the skin, then I go coloring in the hair and eyes, and then I do the clothes, and then I do my little embellishments. For this piece, all I had in mind is I wanted to push my colors as much as I could, and as you saw in the hair, I did go back after I got done with making it all fluffy and whatnot. I did like an overlay layer of I think like a bluish white, and just to give it a little bit of pop, because I am kind of playing around with what is it called, reflective light in my pieces. And that's basically what I did a lot in this piece. After I did in the hair, I was like, ooh, I could use reflective light in the dress, which let me tell you, by the end of this artwork, I love the way I painted this dress. There's some areas where I'm like, I could have changed that, but I love it. Like, I was just, at the end of it, I was just like shocked, like, ooh, I could draw a wedding dress now. But I also never want to actually draw another wedding dress for the rest of my life, especially if I have to paint it, so. Along with using my layers and different opacities, especially like the add luminosity, I think, and overlay, and the other one that kind of brighten stuff, I forget what it's called right now. I also used the edge brush a lot in this piece, especially for the bodice of this dress. Like, first I started off with some squiggles, because I'm not going for 100% dress accuracy, because I don't practice drawing dresses, especially wedding dresses, often. So yeah, I started with my edge brush. I did a lot of squigglies, and I went back in and did some details, and then I lightened it up in the layer so it kind of looks like a bodice that's wrapped around with patterns without actually me having to draw any patterns. Now I'm actually painting in the wedding dress, which this was a part of the video that I was just waiting to talk about because I love the way I painted this dress. I just started off with all types of colors. Like I have the reflective color of the leg by using a light brown, and then I use a light blue to reflect off the jacket, and then I also use pink. I really have no idea why I use pink. All I know is that it looked good, especially when you have it in that opacity layer. So yeah, I just went crazy with the colors, and I also made sure to still clear from actually using straight up white or straight up gray or black within this piece, just because I didn't want it to look kind of dead. So instead, I think I use like my lightest blue as of like me going into my color selection, and then I kind of use like an off gray blue and an off white blue to kind of get those highlights and deepen the color of the dress. And it looks nice in the end to make it even more whiter, so you can actually tell that, oh, this is a wedding dress, not like a weird dirty looking dress. I put down an opacity layer of a very light blue, and I make it I think like at least 10%, and that's how you kind of get like the more realism of the wedding dress. Yeah, I was really excited to talk about this piece because I was really shocked when I was like, ooh, this actually looks kind of nice. It doesn't look bad like some of my other art pieces where I try to actually draw close. If you want more help and I guess clearer way of knowing how to paint different types of fabric and stuff like that, I would suggest looking up Honk PNG on YouTube. I'm not sure if that's their username still. If it's not, I'll actually put up their name on the screen. And yeah, definitely highly suggest checking them out. They make amazing paintings in their own style, and I just like the way that their artwork looks. And when it came to me making this dress, I kind of just thought about the way that I've seen them like paint on here. So yeah, definitely check them out. I think now's probably the best place that I can put this little blurb in, but I did end up drawing Tiffany Valentine's necklace and her little tattoo off camera, just because those are also very inconsistent within the series, especially the tattoo. I couldn't really find a clear reference picture for it, so I kind of just spoofed all the images I found and just put them together into this like one amalgamation. You'll see me bring them into the art piece a little bit later in the video, hence why I am bringing it up now. Drawing Tiffany's jacket and boots were also kind of fun for this piece, especially since I also pushed the colors on here with using the opacity layer of pink and blue on top. It was just fun. But I didn't like having to draw all the buttons or zippers, which, you know, if you were to actually look at the high quality photo of this picture, I would not suggest zooming in because those zippers still look kind of atrocious, and that'll be the only thing from this piece where like I really kind of dislike. But otherwise, yeah, like I was pushing those colors for this jacket. Here's me zooming in to add more detail into the little piece of this jacket. So yeah, that's really about it that I really had to say about the painting process in general. It's very much just push colors as much as I can, and you know, if a detail I don't know how to do correctly is in here, just, you know, I'll blur it out with the blur tool. And to talk about the last little added details in this piece, I did not know until researching like reference photos for this pictures or rewatching the movies again that Tiffany's murder weapon of choice is actually a nail file and not a knife. Because if I did go my original idea when I was sketching up in my sketchbook for this piece, I was drawing her with a knife in her hand, not knowing that like literally in all the scenes when she is human that she just has a nail file in hand. And even I think in the last movie that she's in, she also has a nail file. So I don't know why I thought that she was using knives all the time. Maybe because I'm used to seeing Chucky with a knife. But yeah, I use a nail file. And also with this nail file, I did not make it a regular nail file. And if you know the little reference I put in there, feel free to comment in the comments what type of nail file I used. And that's basically everything I have to say about the art process for this video. Once I really started painting this painting, the process of me thinking about how to draw and paint became easy, and wanting to again push those colors became like an easy thing to do, and especially when I like edited everything by the end of the painting. Yeah, that's basically all I had to say about the process for that. Going back to the mini-series idea I was talking about earlier in the video, you're probably wondering, why am I painting Tiffany Valentine in the first place? Well, I'm painting Tiffany Valentine because I want to dress up as her for Halloween this year. I don't know, just the whole style and vibe she had was just so good to me, and I was like, yes, I have to dress up as her this year. And also with this little mini-series idea, I just decided I wanted to draw like, you know, Halloween women in my own style. And if you haven't caught my drift at this point, my style means drawing them if they were black. So yeah, for to start off, I'm starting with Tiffany Valentine, of course. I think next is Morticia Adams. I'm not sure who I'm gonna paint after that, but hopefully, like, the more I draw, the more people I think of. And if you have any people that you like to see me draw in this style, tell me in the comments, and they'll probably pop up in this little series. I wanted to start this video earlier in September because like September is when I start thinking about Halloween, and honestly I start thinking about my Halloween costume at the beginning of the year. So yeah, I was thinking about drawing Tiffany Valentine, and I was like, ooh, I could start with Spooky Month, since I finished this video like all the way back in September, when I originally planned to have like a video out every Friday, which would have meant like I guess 7 videos, but that didn't happen because life. So I'm thinking now to have like a little mini series, like 4 videos, starting off with Tiffany, then Morticia, then whoever else, and probably end up posting them every Sunday, like this video right here. So yeah, I'm very excited about this series, and I hope it actually does fall through. If not, I'm probably just gonna post all the videos on October 31st and be like, hey, happy Halloween, and like that's just gonna be it for me for the rest of the year. But yeah, let me know any characters you'd like to see me draw next, well, in the video after this one, I guess, and hopefully they show up in this little mini series. And with that, we are nearing the end of this video / things I have to say about this painting. If you listen all the way to this part of the video, why don't you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more quote-unquote quality content like this. Again, any products that I use for this video will be listed down in the description, and also you can find my social medias there, and also my website, which I am restarting again and hopefully getting up a commissions page for that. That's something new. Maybe I could talk about that in a different video down the road. But yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and comment any characters you'd like to see me draw next. And now I'm just gonna let the music play you out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.